Okay guys, this is the reading for Leo for February. Valentine's, happy Valentine's. I'm doing the love, sex, and romance reading. So check your sun, moon, and rising. That may jive as well, especially your Venus. Okay, we're gonna get rolling here. First card on the romance side, Page of Pentacles. So the page is, sorry, my light is always never in the right way here. The Page of Pentacles is, again, I'm non-traditional. I go with my instinct first here. But the card means, to me, footloose and fancy-free. The Leo may be feeling this. We may be making our money, making our coin, and that's pretty much what matters right now. We don't really make extra time for love. We are very much at peace with things going forward here. This is the sense. Next card. 11. 11, the Justice. Sometimes it's 9, sometimes 11. Justice card. That is like a great balancing here. We could be balancing out some karma or have just come out of a balancing of karma is the sense I get. They're going a lot deeper with the information here in the readings that they're giving me. Having to do with life lessons and such. We also could be in some legal issues having to do with legal matters. I'm feeling very much in a monetary kind of way, money and finances pretty much. I'll leave it at that. Next card. Two of Swords. That's about indecision. I feel this card, because there's a sash over the heart and the swords are blocking anything from coming through. I feel like we're just cutting off our heart at this time. It's interesting. The page really spoke to me about being footloose and fancy-free and not having any time for love. And this would kind of reiterate that. Now, we may be going through some legal issues at this time having to do with our past. So we're not wanting to get involved with anything on a romantic level. This is kind of what I'm getting here. So we'll go to the next row and see if we can clear some things up here. To expand on the Page of Pentacles, we get 20. Card of Fulfillment. And I feel like if we're dealing with fulfillment here with the Leo, I feel like we're talking about money. Again, we could be talking about love here, but I didn't get a lot of it in the romantic area. So we'll go forward here and see what opens up. On top of the Justice, what do we get there? We get a rigid stance on something. That's somebody building a wall up against someone else, right? Higher and higher. Again, I'm getting, either we've been through the mill here or just gotten out of a grinding mill here that we just don't want anything to do. The area that we're going in, we don't want anything to do with the love relationship. It's just not something that we're headed towards. We want, it's nothing we fancy. We may be looking for fulfillment in financial areas, but romance kind of off the books is really what I'm getting. And I don't see anything getting in the way there. You know, I don't see anything coming through in that way of love. I feel like we're dealing with our finances, trying to fulfill ourselves, and we really do have a firm stand of that. Now, as we go on the Two of Swords, which is about, really what they're showing me is someone who just don't want to talk. They don't want to be dealing with things. They don't want to be talking about things. We put our foot down and that's it. We're not making any decisions outside of what we've already made. So on top of there, we get the Forbidden card. Now, this can speak to, a minute here. Because I was getting very much a blocking off, a walling off of anything romantic, okay? Now, as we go into here, and these are kind of more my self-insight cards, there's something here that we deem forbidden, we refuse to go in that way. Very clear that it's in the romantic area. And we're just holding true to that. So that's really what I'm getting. It's forbidden to us to go there. Next card, so it clarifies the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. It's all about the money right now for the Leo, I feel. They're trying to really gain fulfillment through their monetary means, right? So through objects, things. We could be actually making some purchases as well with some of the money either we've gained or... yeah, no, they're going, it is. Yeah, we want to pamper ourselves, and we may be having a big ticket item here that we're going to bring in for ourselves, you know, kind of as a reward for our past. Again, they're not wanting to go back to the past, but really rewarding ourselves financially and making sure that we have enough financially to go forward. And then the romance seems to be kind of off the books here. Okay, 30 on the rigid. Building a wall up, we have 7, which is the Chariot. Now here, it's interesting. We have a lion. I don't know if you can see that. We have lions right at the bottom. And one's kind of wanting to move forward and the other one's laying down. So that can be about conflictive energy. Though I don't feel, in the romance area, I don't feel the Leo is conflicted at all. We are dealing with our money. Romance taking a backseat until that's dealt with. I feel like the Leo is somewhat financially secure. And if anything, the reward's going to come back to me. I'm going to give myself, you know, buy myself something for myself. But other than that, I'm not at all going in any direction to please others. Hold on, they're just telling me about my mic. And I realize it's way in the background here. So, sorry. There, that's a little better. So yeah, we'll see where the conflictive energy goes here as we move on. On top of the forbidden card, again, something here, like there's conflict in that Chariot, okay? A part wants to go, a part wants to stay. But yet in the romantic area, again, I feel no conflict here. So I'm not too sure. On the forbidden card, we get the Queen of Wands. She is usually someone very beautiful here. This is your element, right? Beautiful, strong, action-oriented, ready and willing to go forward, happy, vibrant. You know, everybody loves to be around her because she makes everybody feel good, this kind of thing. She does seem like she's got her eye on something here. Again, I don't feel it's in the romance area. I think there's something she's driven to go forward with. But as she does, and it may be in the career sector or how she gains her money or decisions about purchases, this may be where the conflict lies. It's really not a lot of lovey-dovey stuff here in this part. But that's what I'm getting, is that we've got our focus on something, either attaining something in the financial sector, and again, it may also be a job opportunity that comes forth. These are rewards that come forth in the material world from the universe. I say the universe, but opportunities that come out to you. And it may be, you know, we may be jostling going forward financially in a certain way, or opportunities for work in a certain way, where we're kind of conflicted, like we want to stay, but we want to go, but we have this kind of things. This is what the Queen of Wands is dealing with. Again, that's your element, so you're very much feeling very good about your character. Your character, you're not out of character. You're very at home and in mode. So we're going to move on to the Infinity cards. On top of that Ace of Coins there, we have 10, which talks about the truth. The Diamond, right? These are two really good cards. Because the Ace of Pentacles is about monetary things that come forward. And the Truth card is about things that are spoken to us that are of truth, or we go outward in this way. Next card we have now on the Chariot. Again, this is the conflict, and I feel like this is having to do with money in some kind of way or another. We have 36, the travel map on top of there. So needing guidance to make a decision having to do with money or finances or work. Okay? And I feel like whoever it is that we decide to go to, we may get some good guidance there. Now, on top of your element, we have neglect card. Now, interesting because, yeah, this was the decision, like not wanting to make a decision. And I felt like this was in the love area, but nonetheless, we have the neglect card. Now, this is interesting because I do not feel like the Leo, the fire element here, is themselves. They're taking care of themselves. So the neglect is definitely coming from outside of them, though it's not anywhere in the reading, which is interesting. I don't have a feel of someone. I might, as we get into the intimate cards here, we might have a character come out. But the sense is I'm dealing with myself, by myself, for myself, financially. This is what I'm doing. So there's not a lot of external energy coming in here, but we are seeking guidance, no less, to do with monetary things. So, but this is saying there's neglect coming in some kind of other area here. So we're going to move into the intimacy cards and see where that sits. Okay, the first on the sex side, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, he is a dominator. Okay, I gotta turn my thing around. He's usually the guy who's a bit forceful in the bedroom. He likes to take over and take charge. So, there's that, okay? Next card is the Death card. There we go. 13. So we may have ended an intimacy with someone like this. Again, it could be in a distant past here too. And again, it's not going to resonate with everybody, so don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't, it's just not. If things are going okay with you, that's good. Yeah, the Knight of Swords tends to be more of a dominator. You know, it has to be overpowering in that way. And this could transfer out of the bedroom as well. But they're showing it here in the intimacy. Again, nothing showing up but money and work and striving for goals in that way earlier. We have the Death card about transformation, needing and wanting that to happen. Next card. We get the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Ten of Pentacles is, I always take it to mean someone at a distance, someone that wants to get their hands on you, but they're not quite touching you yet. So this could be someone who is striving to gain, step into your life type thing. It is a 10. Just give me a minute here. Yeah, there's someone who's trying to gain intimacies here. I feel like this is a new person. These two are different people. This is our past, okay? It was too dominating and therefore had to go, whether that was in the bedroom or out, or it could have been both. And this is someone that is trying to get their hands on us here, is the sense I'm getting. Again, it's Ten of Pentacles, so we may meet this person at work or have, meet through work in some kind of way. Pagan cards, we'll see what comes out here. On the Knight of Swords, we get the Ace of Pentacles again. In this deck, the Pagan deck, it talks about things taking shape. Yeah, I feel like whoever this past person is, I'm not too sure why they're here, other than just to state that we had a situation here that we moved out of. But there's new energy taking place here, new vibration coming forward. That's really what I get. Because I do get a different feel for this guy than this guy. It's very much. So on the Death card, what do we get? Novice. Novice of Pentacles is just focusing on material, which is very obvious here. Everything is just leaning, you know what, I'm just not dealing with the love sector. We're putting that to bed. And we're going to focus on our finances and our money, and we'll get that where it needs to be, and then we'll worry about the rest later, is the sense I'm getting. So again, on the 10 of Pentacles, so same, it's all about our career and our money and our finances at this time. We get 7 of Pentacles talking about stasis. Okay. Yeah, this woman is not making progress in this card, this by herself. But in here, I don't feel this is a sense of someone that you don't know who it is. I think you know who it is that may have some feelings for you, but it's just nothing. There's no movement. Why? Because we're focused on our finances. We're not really open to love at this time, so we're not taking anything like that into account. We want to get our financial state back on track, or, you know, or keep it, building it, or whatever it may be. We're getting it where we want it, and that's our goal right now. Wow. Yeah, it's all about the money for the Leo, right? And that's really what makes them the fire. Well, not all fire, but the striving for the Leo is to be able to feel lavish and rich. And if they're literally not in that way, that bothers them. That it's like an itch they can't scratch. So this is what they're trying to do. Again, I don't feel they're down and out. I feel like they're just trying to build up things to a higher degree. Now, on top of that Knight, we have the 6 of Wands, which this card talks about adventure and fleeting moments of passion, right? These two are in a bar somewhere and they just kind of let their passions take over, but it's one of those things that's there and then it's gone. So this may be something coming in your future. This may be something that happens here, right? In this area. It's in the air anyway. It could manifest. On the Death card, and again, focusing on finances, we get the 2 of Swords, which talks to adjustments and harmony. Now, this is interesting. This card's making its rounds as well. Adjustments, you know, it's interesting. If we were to talk about this guy, he's a dominator in the bedroom. If we were dealing with that guy, this would be great and grand, because this shows a man who's very tentative, very respectful, very graceful with the woman, and does not do anything or take anything from the female that the female doesn't want to give up. So that's a real groovy, romantic kind of card, the 2 of Swords. Now, it's interesting to me, it's the 2 of Swords in the sex deck, and they're getting together gracefully, carefully, and where did I go? And the 2 of Swords in the romance deck is about shutting our heart off. So this may be the conflict that we have, whether we should go in to something or to block it out completely, shield ourselves from it completely. I feel like that's the conflict. Even though we're working on work, when the time comes, we're not going to know whether to jump into a relationship or, you know, to, how do you say, to jump in or to block ourselves is what I'm getting. So on the 10 of Pentacles there again, somebody I think in our bubble, in our social circles, someone here likes us, and we know this, and this could be an opportunity for greater things in that way. But right now it's stasis. It's just nothing's moving. And again, I feel like that's the Leo's decision. On top of that, we get the 3 of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles. This speaks to energy, showing off energy. So this can speak to someone maybe showing off to try and get your attention, or you showing off to get theirs. I don't feel it's so much the Leo going outward, although that is something that they can do and they're famous for, and they do it very well. Because whenever Leo walks in a room, everybody looks. But the 3 of Pentacles is more about the man here. He's not above hiring harlots to go out and party and, you know, and have a good time. And that's really what it is, just being showy with money and whatever. So somewhere in your field here, that this has the energy, or this has the ability to come forward in some kind of shape or form. So it might be from this person outside of you that's kind of got an interest in you. They may become quite showy or may want to take you out for dinner or something like this. I mean, with Valentine's, right? Or, you know, just come around and kind of be showy with things to the degree they want to get your attention. That's what I'm getting. Now, last line on top of the 6. So again, an opportunity for a fleeting moment. On top of there, we get the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles can be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, but this could be someone we end up having a rendezvous with or a tryst. This guy is patient. He usually forms deep connections, and he has a lot of prosperity to him. Again, yeah, this could be someone that just kind of turns on the charm here. Now, although he is a slow mover, look at the energy that's pushing him. It's this coming forward. So again, Leo's very enticing, maybe so enticing that the earth sign here can't hold back. We'll see. On the 2 of Swords, as we go there, the next card is the Four of Pentacles. And this speaks to universal law. Now, I always notice this is like a gated, you know, it's like a game. And it's also penned in. Give me a minute here. But this is the one who's being true to heart. This guy is the most true to heart coming to her because he's out of respect, he's out of dignity, loyalty, and very much waiting for her word before he does anything. Four of Pentacles can also be about hoarding, like keeping our money to ourselves. Can be about keeping our feelings to ourselves, not wanting to share. I feel like that's the case here. We may not want, that's that stubborn energy that wants to kind of take over here because we may have been hurt in the past and we really don't want to make time for anything new. Universal law, just give me a minute, there's something else they want to... Yeah, karma, they're making me aware of balance. Like, have we harmed anybody? No, then just keep going, doing what you're doing. There may be some kind of a balancing here that comes out in some kind of way, shape, or form, and it may be someone from our past. Yeah, there's retrograde stuff here going on, right, till the end. I think it's the end of February here. Things might pop up still in that way where we may have to settle things for once and for all, you know, final goodbyes, this kind of thing, or something in this way. Now, on the showy energy there, what do we get? We get strained, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, This is perplexed. We got some characters here. We got 2 characters. We got an earth sign, we got a swords, and an air sign. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be that sign, but it does symbolize having those traits. So it would speak to this earth sign is strong, stable, sturdy. He usually is good for, you know, good for what he says. He comes in, how do you say? Trustworthy, this kind of thing. The swords guy is very logical and whatnot. Was he the knight or was he... Just give me a minute. We had a page, but I felt like that was your energy. That's weird. Oh, it's in here, I guess. Nope. This guy, the swords. This was the knight? Yeah. Because the knights, right, those are the ones that are kind of all over the place. The most trustworthy is this guy, the Knight of Pentacles. He is the one, the more solid of the 2. Usually quite stable financially, in charge of their finances very well. The air sign is usually someone who charges in quite quickly. They can cause ruckus. They can... they're very blunt and truthful and honest. Not so heart and not so open of the heart and not so warm and mushy. You know, Now, there's these two characters, okay? We're working between the two. I feel like either one's from our past and one's from something we might start in the future, or maybe block to in the future, is the sense I get. Like, we don't want to open our heart up, but we may get some offers here on, you know, and we're not wanting to really invest. We may not trust our own judgment, is the sense I get. The strain, I feel, is coming from a situation where we may be badgered a little bit to kind of lean into this and start a relationship when we really don't feel like we want to. And again, this universal law, you look at the front of the, if you look at the front of the thing here, that doorway is really wide, and then the doorway here is really small. And that says to me it's easy to come in, but harder to let go. And this is maybe something that the Leo is hip to. They're going, oh yeah, it's easy to bring a relationship in, but it's not. It's hard to let go. That's why I don't even want to start one, is because I don't want to be letting it go. I don't, unless I know this is going to be forever, I don't even want to go there. This is kind of the sense I'm getting. And there's strain in trying to figure that out, right? Because we want partner, but we don't want trouble. And we don't trust our judgment to figure out what's what here. And this is what's happening. So that is your Valentine's reading. Now I got two cards here for the end. A dragon card, and my boy, I got him an anime deck, so I thought I'd take one out of there and just read and see what we got. So I'm going to read the anime card here from the book. We got Metatron talking about connections, what you know. This is where we're going to have a problem connecting to a partner, is really what I get here. Again, we don't trust ourselves, and yeah, I'm not going to say either way what you should do. You really have to seek your soul and find that for yourself. But anyway, this is my dude that I work with most often, Metatron. So it's funny because he's coming out in all the readings. I just find that funny. Okay, I'm going to move this. Doesn't go that way. Why is it? Oh, okay, anyway. Okay, there it is, connecting Metatron. Here we go. Past life. A minute to find it in the book here. There it is. Okay, so the message here is he reminds you that connection to divine mysteries is available to you at this time in order to restore balance and peace to your life. The great being not only sends clearing, restorative light to the earth, but also allows us to access the divine wisdom. The ancient Egyptians believed that Metatron ascended from an earthly reincarnation as Thoth, the great scribe. And the writings of the emerald tablets of Thoth reveal that that which is above is the same as that which is below, emphasizing the connection and connectedness of all things. If you would like to transform aspects of your life, engage with Metatron, and through knowledge of the divine and interconnectedness of all things, the desired change will occur. The manifestation of an outcome on earth requires that we focus on our desire and use our consciousness and imagination to bring it into existence. Earthly transformation by understanding interconnectedness is always supported by the divine. As it is one of the main purposes of incarnation, we are merely connecting into the great consciousness. When we do so, the downloading that already exists in the above to our experience in the below, it emphatically tells you that you are not alone. So the planet it coincides with is Earth, and it says Metatron does not have a specific alignment, but it is often associated with Earth due to the sending of light from divinity to the earthly realm. Just give me a minute here. Yeah, so above is below. And some people just don't translate this well. They don't translate, but we're really going to have to get on that choo-choo train in order to really start manifesting good things. Now, give me a minute here. because it's really about transformation. They're talking here. If you don't like things the way that they are, again, everybody wants love, but when we don't want it, there's a reason why, right? We want to get underneath that. Just give me a minute. Yeah, consciousness and imagination to get to the connectedness of everything, and staying positive. I think overall, everything is connected. Everything can be manipulated to a good degree, and I think moreover give me a minute. Yeah, like they're going, the link between heaven and earth, it's not that far. When we have our dreams and we make our dreams come true, it's not that far anymore. These are really things we can emotionally invest in, and they will start to show up. This is what I think they're trying to get across. So the dragon card we got for the Leo is the Earth Dragon. What do you know? Because it is all about things in this reading for the most part. And it said it clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing, and you can move forward in life. This is a cool one. I'm going to do a close-up here. This is a neat one. Almost like the Taurus horns. And he's got like blue, vibrant blue energy running into, that's the grounding, right? It's grounding into the earth and all that it has to offer. And I feel like the Leo may be, I don't know, they're kind of telling you to unground and get in your dream time and bring that forward for you to connect with. And then they're also saying, you know, get up and don't be afraid to get up in your head and create new worlds that you want, because Leos are all about that. They're all about big shiny things, right? So there's something about this that they need to pay attention to on a more conscious level, I think, is what it is, to manifest and bring forward. It makes it easier. So that's your reading, Leo. Hopefully that helps you in some way. Not very romantical. It's very literal, and we're dealing with finances and things that are grounded, pentacles and whatnot. There may be a couple characters here that we have to deal with. One we took care of in the past and one in the future that we may be going to, but we're conflicted about that. We don't want to be neglected, and there may be some signs here that this may be a forbidden area, but you know, yeah, it's your free will, and I really don't get a feel either way. I feel like we do have to learn to trust ourselves. That's really what they're getting across. We do have to learn how to trust ourselves, and part of that is opening back up to people, and then creating good boundaries when things start to turn. If we get red flags, then put boundaries up then, but to be open to new frontiers in that way. So hopefully that helps you over the Valentine season. Again, I'm in MeWe now. I'll be doing weekly readings there. I do monthly readings out here. I want to do healing nights, live nights. So I will be announcing those in the MeWe room whenever, and then I will just be spontaneously coming out here and doing those. I'm going to be doing a lot more healing nights here, hopefully into March, maybe towards the end of February into March. And then we'll go from there. So if you're looking for weekly readings, I will be offering those in the MeWe room, and the link is below one of my videos there. I think the head video on YouTube channel is there. So take care, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Have fun and be kind.